So the game just crashed, and the reason is I didn't put the safety switch in the function of random pause. I put it only in the function of next pause, where I have safety switch. So let's say we're gonna do something barbaric. Like we have a controller which currently is gamepad number 0. Let's see this pad. Pad number 0, as we see work, and we disconnect it. So it's one of the tools. Pad is disconnected, as we see here. This information is not about to disappear, but pad is connected again, and if we perform some movement, probably we're gonna get different information. They don't disappear for now. Okay, so I disconnect the pad. There are some fake information put as all the zeros in the pad return structure, so pad can be safely disconnected during the gameplay, and it is quite useful. So more tools that are necessary to build just for the sake of quality of life. One of them is check surfaces. Showed previously. We can check color pixel, normal pixel, dot pixel, which have some information for us, like how far is placed from camera. As we see, there is not significant, but a drop when I checking all the surfaces for the information. What is the X, Y, Z position of the pixel, and what the hash of the object here, and part we chose 13. So I'm about to rebuild the lighting and graphic in general. For now it is just a collider shown in colors. Other things we need to build, do anything reasonable. So we must be able to edit objects in flight. Like for example, if I do animations, I can put it in, I can force any cycle whenever I like. So if something hang, I can just go to object editor and edit it. Let's give us different view so we can see the guy. Camera. Here is our guy. So for example, I can edit animations, like I choose a pack and how he's switching hands in given animation, and how he's climbing, and give some context, line part total. So this is his frame of reference, where is forward, upward, side, and because he's now sitting around, up. So main object is a special object, and it is one directly. So I can change this animation to something big different, like sword is sinking, so I pitch it or rotate it or whatever, and move it up and down, and I can copy it to the clipboard sequence or mirror. Humanoid, he has a mirror function. So sword it's gonna be mirrored because there is no such sword on the other side. not at all. So there is no mirror version, so it stays. But all other parts that can be mirrored, they're gonna be mirrored to the other position, to clipboard. And I just paste this, copy paste to animation, name the animation, put it in cycle. Voila, I have new animation to choose. Or I can choose like any animation to edit. And such tools are important. For this is hanging idle. So if he is hanging, he move back and forward just to get it for some moment. Momentum. This is some safety switch. If he catch terrain with feet and this is terrain for hanging, he's gonna switch to hands by animating some weird pose. And this is keyframes. So tools are quite important. So let's activate the guy, and we are here. Okay, make him fall and activate him. Falling cycle is to bring him back. Those are cycles. You can force any cycle, but because he's active, not gonna pause. Oh no, he's falling still. Off and take it off. He's somewhere on the level trying to respawn somewhere. Waited. Another guy. We have a guy. He has stuff on him. And what I can do with it is to check the how he's connected with colliders. So he's now connected with left toe. This is why it's sinking in the ground. This is the point somewhere here. I can display this point by choosing the part that is relevant to connection point. So this one fake for calculations. This one real. So he's connected here, like making. So that's the point he's connected to the ground. And if we move him somewhere, he's gonna change those points to one his correct terrain. So he's now connected with a hand. This is why the hand is sinking in terrain. Of course, I can make some a special point in the hand, like commonly used for holding the weapon. So it will be a bit forward to the hand and we're gonna see the hand outside the wall, but for now good enough. It will be another invisible body part that is just used to stick to the ground, like typical thing to fix how you hold the weapon. Yeah, you have a body part where the weapon should glue to the hand. It is commonly used. So those points, they are somewhere else where I can see all the available checks. Those are collisions line. They are available, and we have 4 current. Most of them are for pushback because he's idle, but they change when he's animating. So it's animation dependent. with loading all those detectors around him. As we see, he has only 4 points around him to check if he's colliding. Obviously I can make a hull capsule, but there is no point to check hull capsule now. It caused some problems, but I'm gonna add some more points like head and forward shoulders and knees later on, but there is no use for that for now, so I don't bother. Work good enough. So that's most about the tools I'm able to use here. Let's turn the object now, and we have also the camera menu where I can turn on other things like helpers. So these are orientation points for most of the thing in the scene. This is his camera, which is invisible now. We can of course display and what it is. Those are his detector points, a lot of them. Some of them are not body parts, also detectors, colliders, checking around. Some of them are hidden, they depend on the speed. So if he's falling, his vector gonna be shown quite bigger. We can throw some helpers. So what he's checking now, he's now checking those collision lines, and if they collide, gonna get red. Okay. So when he collide, they turn red, but this is only one step, so we need to put time controls. Pause. And we can see during the movement this was red. Now he's gonna grab something. Red. So he catch something with hand, yeah. So camera always on during time freeze for him. Next thing we can do here is to show colliders. So now we see those are his colliders in case some other lines will collide him. And later on we can turn on grid, so we have the word cut in size pieces. Of course we can edit it. It is also useful tool to check distances to measure. How to change the referring points to make it rotate or move or so on, but for now this is only working for shader. So they are not in the game, they are just drawn. We can turn off blur, so let's make blur. Have a blur, don't have a blur, so quite sharp. And shading. Without shades, we are here. With shade, some things lighten, some not. There are some other things. So we have quite a control. Also outlines. Position of the sun, so turn some light parts of the terrain. Lower and around the we can change the color of the light. So red, blue, shine up the blue color that much. Some of the parts don't have blue colors. We can change the palette, changing lighting, and so looks the tools.